This is Matrixlord 212, and what I really want to talk about today is bullcrap. And the reason why I want to say that is, if you look at the back of Amazing Spider-Man 700, they have a whole bunch of famous comic book people, Stan Lee, a whole bunch of other writers, artists, people have their own comic book companies, everything, that are praising Amazing Spider-Man 700. But it's all a bunch of bull, because they're not praising Amazing Spider-Man 700. They're praising that Spider-Man has lasted 50 years. And this is where the bull crap comes in. It was recently, there was recently an interview with Stan Lee, where people had talked to him about what he thinks of Amazing Spider-Man 700. Now, I don't know if Marvel Comics actually gives him the comics, or if they kind of like wanted to hide the storyline from him, but somehow, of course, he got to read it. And let me tell you something, Stan Lee said, and his words, it was coming from, I think, Digital Spy, he said, you know, for someone's 90th birthday, you know, somebody could give you a cigar, somebody can give you a watch, somebody can give you a gift, but to kill Peter Parker, that's not a birthday at all. It's some birthday. You know, he was really heated that Marvel Comics did that. And not only that, but like Dr. Octopus being the body of Peter Parker, a mass murderer, and for kids to look up to that, no. And there was just recently a picture that showed Stan Lee taking Amazing Spider-Man 700 and shredding it to pieces without any words whatsoever. Now, why doesn't, and this is my question, I know that people have egos, okay? But let's have Marvel Comics be a better corporation. Why doesn't Marvel Comics just, like, give in and say, hey, you know what? We really, you know, like, we're not perfect, because there is nobody that's perfect. And you know what? They kind of dropped the ball, I think, you know, by killing off Peter Parker. So why don't they just admit it? But they never will. And here's the thing, like, they'll get every single person mad at them, and the sales probably will go to crap, and they'll never admit, ever, that they're wrong. And this is how egos come into the picture, okay? When you have an ego, that's when corporations end. That's when people go out of business. That's when mistakes are made, because nobody gives a crap about fans or opinions other than their own ego and what they want. Now, I'm not saying that this is from Marvel Comics, but you know what? I've been around plenty of companies that went out of business when all they had to do was like a special sale or some type of little change for the better, and they just about greed. Now, yes, Amazing Spider-Man 700 may have made $2 million, but that's only because people have respect for the character of Peter Parker Spider-Man. Will Superior Spider-Man have millions of dollars in sales and 250,000 copies sold? I probably doubt it, because if anybody's really a Spider-Man fan, I don't think they would be happy with that storyline. I don't think they would want to read about Doc Ock as Spider-Man. I'm not. Now my kids, they're a different story, believe it or not. They're curious. Okay, they're the new generation of fans, and nothing wrong with that. But my kids, I had a discussion with my son Joseph, and he's like, you know, Dad, I really want Superior Spider-Man. Will you stop me from getting it? Now, I am not going to say no to my son. I mean, the thing is, he has his own opinion. He could formulate his own opinion. And because my opinion differs from his, I'm not going to say, no, Joe, you can't have Superior Spider-Man. I refuse, I forbid. If he wants to take a look at it, you know what? I welcome that in open mind. I welcome, okay, you know, but me, as a fan, I stand by my principles. And I said the only time I would buy Superior Spider-Man is if the supermarkets all ran out of toilet paper. And I mean it, because I really think that it's garbage, to tell you the truth. I think it's disrespectful to the character that with great power comes with great responsibility, and they just crapped on the character. I think it's garbage. I think it's totally garbage. And the fact that Peter Parker beat Dr. Octopus, let's say, 699 times, and on the last time he loses, and that makes him inferior and Dr. Octopus superior, I doubt that very much. Okay? I doubt that Peter Parker, even in Doc Ock's body, would be like a bumbling idiot. Oh, how come I didn't think about this? How come I didn't think about this? Oh my God, I couldn't make webbing like that. That's a bunch of baloney. He's been Spider-Man for 50 years, okay? He knows how to make everything. That's a lie. That's a lie and a half. Okay? I don't believe that garbage at all. So, they only did that to show off how good Doc Ock is, which he's not really that good, I'm sorry. He's been beaten for 50 years where he can't even control his bodily functions. And now you're going to say he's superior? No. And Mary Jane, like what kind of respect is that? That You turned her into an idiot too, didn't you? Because she's been around with the guy for 50 years, and she don't know that, Peter Parker don't call her woman. I mean, really? The Avengers don't know it, right? The Avengers don't know it. The Aunt May don't know it. Everybody don't know that that's not Peter Parker, the way he's acting. The Avengers have had people take over the bodies of heroes, body swapping for like 50 years, and they can't tell the difference. They don't have some type of failsafe. Come on. Come on. It's going to take a cop to get everybody to wake up. Give me a break. These people have fought along Spider-Man for how many years that they don't know how he is? That's pathetic. Not only did you crap on Peter Parker, but you crapped on Mary Jane. You crapped on Aunt May. You crapped on the whole entire Marvel universe. That are too stupid. Now you're saying to understand that that's not even Human Torch. Nobody knows that that's Doc Ock or it's not Peter Parker. Nobody's gonna do nothing about it, right? Just because you can have a storyline and have him in the body of Peter Parker for a year or two, you're gonna make it like everybody's dumb and they don't know, right? That, my friend, is stupid. In fact, you know what's even more stupid? It's stupid that Peter Parker made a deal with the devil to save a 90-year-old woman's life and shit on his marriage to Mary Jane for 21 years. And I'm sorry for cursing, but I got to tell you, crapped on Mary Jane, their holy marriage, all because of a selfish act. Well, Peter Parker isn't selfish. He was selfish when he let the burglar go. The burglar killed Uncle Ben, and then he wasn't selfish no more. Okay? So Peter Parker's not selfish. Peter Parker doesn't team up with villains thinking he's above every single hero and everybody else, and he's special, that he needs to have them do this for him to save Aunt May. No. Doesn't work like that. That's not what Stan Lee created. Okay, that wasn't Peter Parker. The timeline changing. Really? Spider-Man it has the power to change the whole entire Marvel Universe timeline by having Mephisto make a deal? Really? Wow. I doubt that. Okay? I doubt Doc Ock in the body of Peter Parker. I think that's garbage. I think it's garbage. You know what? If someone read as many comics as I have of Spider-Man, and you think that you could say that Doc Ock is superior and he made Peter Parker look like an idiot, no. Sorry. Okay? There have been so many threats against Peter Parker as Spider-Man that he is not a stupid fucking person. Excuse my language. He's not a stupid person. Okay? He's not. He's not going to let, like all these villains, he's not going to let, after everything that happened, Aunt May getting shot by the Kingpin, all this other stuff. You think he's going to be stupid and allow this to happen? No. So, not happy at all. But, my kids want Superior Spider-Man, I'll get them Superior Spider-Man. I'll give them the money, say, here you go. They'll get it. But, not happy with it at all. I think Stan Lee did a great thing today, taking the comic and ready to shred it. And I think that the truth needs to come out, okay? If people don't accept the storyline, don't put a thing in the letters page making it like they do. Because then you just made yourself look as a company like a bunch of lawyers, okay? Let's see a true letters page from Marvel Comics where people are saying their true opinions, bashing the crap out of Spider-Man 700. And then, you know what, I'll say, okay, they are... they're fair and balanced, or whatever word you want to use. I don't like that word, but that phrase. But then we'll see. Okay? Bye for now.